Stop scrolling. Seriously, this is not just another video. If your spirit has been restless, if you felt like something is shifting deep within you, but you can't explain it, this is God trying to wake you up. And the fact that you're watching this right now is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. Something is stirring in the heavens, and God is calling your name. This is your moment of awakening. Don't ignore it. Have you been feeling disconnected lately? Like the things that used to excite you suddenly feel empty? That's not depression, it's a divine disruption. God is gently shaking your life to pull your attention away from distractions and into your true purpose. You're not crazy. You're not just going through a phase. You're being awakened. What you're experiencing is what many believers go through before stepping into their next level. It's spiritual awakening, when God starts separating you from what's familiar to position you for something greater. John 10 verse 27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, I know them and they follow me." If your spirit has been longing for something deeper, that's God whispering. He's trying to get you to pause, to listen, to see beyond the surface. This shift may feel uncomfortable. You may start to lose interest in shallow conversations, material things, or people who drain your energy. That's okay. God is clearing the noise so you can hear Him clearly. You're not alone in this. Many are waking up right now, people just like you. And if you lean into what God is doing, your life will never be the same. One of the most confusing parts of a spiritual awakening is isolation. Suddenly, you feel like no one understands you. Conversations that once felt comfortable now feel heavy. You're not as connected to certain people, places, or habits. And while part of you may wonder, what's wrong with me? The truth is, nothing is wrong. You're just evolving. When God begins to awaken you spiritually, He pulls you away from distractions, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Think about Moses. Before he led a nation, God took him into the wilderness. Think about Jesus. Before the miracles, came the desert. Isolation always precedes elevation. In this season, don't resist the distance. Press into it. Spend more time in silence. Journal. Pray. Let the Holy Spirit detox your mind from the noise of the world. What feels like separation is actually a sacred invitation. God is saying, "Come away with me. I want to reveal something you can't hear in the crowd." James 4 verse 8 says, "Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you." That's a promise. God is not hiding, He's waiting. Waiting for your heart. Waiting for your attention. And if you lean into this quiet season, you'll come out stronger, clearer, and more aligned than ever before. So stop fighting the pull. Don't rush to fill the silence. God is in the quiet. And what He reveals to you in private, He will use to bless others in public. If your world feels like it's crumbling, like friendships are ending, dreams are collapsing, and familiar routines no longer work, it's not because your life is falling apart. It's because God is rebuilding it. What looks like loss is actually divine removal. He's clearing space for what's next. Spiritual awakening often begins with shaking. Not to scare you, but to separate you from what no longer serves your destiny. You may not understand why certain things are fading, but God does. He knows what you need to let go of in order to become who He's called you to be. Isaiah 43 verse 19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" Sometimes, God will close doors you prayed would stay open, because He sees the trap behind them. Sometimes He will break your heart to save your soul. That's how much He loves you. The pain you feel is real. The confusion is valid. But so is the purpose behind it. Don't try to run back to what's familiar just because it's comfortable. Growth doesn't live in your comfort zone, it lives in surrender. You're not being punished. You're being promoted. The things that are leaving your life are not your source. They were only temporary vessels. God is the source. And He's about to bring new people, new peace, new purpose. Stay steady. Don't mourn what's gone too long. Your hands must be free to receive what's coming. And believe this, what's ahead is far greater than what's behind. Lately, you've probably felt spiritually drained, not because you're doing something wrong, but because your soul is being stretched. Awakening doesn't feel like fireworks or goosebumps. Sometimes it feels like exhaustion. Like your spirit is groaning for more while your body and mind are still trying to catch up. But here's the truth, that weariness isn't weakness, it's growth. Romans 8 verses 22 to 23 says that all of creation is groaning, as if in childbirth. That same groaning happens in you when God is birthing something new in your life. The tiredness you feel is your spirit detoxing. You're losing your desire for shallow things. You're less interested in surface-level conversations, empty entertainment, and temporary pleasures. That's not burnout, that's awakening. You're being rewired. You're learning to discern God's voice. You're becoming more sensitive to His Spirit. You cry more. You feel deeper. You sense things others can't. That's the cost of becoming spiritually awake in a world that's asleep. But don't be discouraged. You're not going crazy, you're being cleansed. The fog will lift. The heaviness will pass. And when it does, you'll have clarity like never before. This is not just another phase. It's a sacred transition. Keep showing up in prayer, even when you feel numb. Keep reading the Word, even when it doesn't seem to stick. These moments of obedience are planting seeds that will bear fruit in due time. God sees the fatigue. And soon, He will give you fresh wind. You are not being buried, you're being rooted. Here's something you may not realize yet. Your awakening isn't just for you. Yes, God is transforming your life, but He's also preparing you to transform others. Every tear you've cried, every lonely prayer you've whispered, every time you chose faith over fear, it's not wasted. It's part of a testimony someone else will need. You are being shaped into a vessel of healing, hope, and revelation. 2 Corinthians 1 verse 4 says, He comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. That's the kingdom blueprint. God lifts you so you can lift others. God wakes you up so you can wake others up. So as you walk through this awakening, stay available. Stay sensitive. You never know who's watching. You never know whose life might shift because you chose to share your journey. Your words, your growth, your obedience, they are answers to someone else's silent prayers. And don't wait until you arrive. Speak now. Lead now. Encourage now. The beauty of spiritual awakening is not perfection, it's authenticity. People don't need polished, they need real. They need someone who's walked through the fire and came out carrying light. You are that light. Even if it flickers. Even if you don't feel ready. God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. So keep rising. Keep healing. Keep becoming. Because your awakening is bigger than you, it's kingdom. If God spoke to your spirit through this video, don't keep it to yourself. Comment, I'm awakening, if this hit your heart. Subscribe for more real, raw, and spirit-filled encouragement. Share this with someone God has put on your heart. Their awakening could start with your share.